Gary from MrG Shave here, back for another Wednesday straight shave and another Stirling September shave. I think this is shave number 72. I think last one was 71. I'll check. I did check earlier, but then I set everything up and I've forgotten. So it should be straight here. Straight shave number 73. Straight shave number 73. So I'll just get straight into it. My hardware is going to be the Captain's Choice lathering bowl. Really nice. It's got that sort of thumb grip there. It's a little bit too small. I prefer the Giles Shaving Co. one, but this works and it's good. So, and as far as I know, is one of the first that I remember sort of being recommended by other YouTubers many years ago. So, yeah, so that's the bowl. Then the Yaqi Freedom. This could be the British flag, it could be the French flag, it could be the American flag, it could be lots of flags that have red, white and blue, but I like to think of it as the British flag. It's got the coin in the bottom, 24mm. So that's the hardware. No, it isn't. I haven't told you what the razor is yet. Let me just let's have a look. It is CV Heljestrand Le Kindal Le Duc, or Duck, or whatever, Duke, and it's the M&K razor. Beautiful looking razor. It's 5/8. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. So that's going to be the razor for today, and then I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm going to get myself ready for the shave, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, ready for the shave. So let's get, I'll put some excess soap on my face from lathering. Just rubbing that in a bit. How's everybody's week been so far? I know I always say it, but it's always a great thing to say. We're on the downhill slope to Friday. So weekends are coming. So the pre-shave I'm using today is, you guessed it, I'm not saying it, I might get a strike, who knows. No, I don't think you get struck for swearing, but I know it's not appreciated. So let's add a bit more water. This is pretty good as a pre-shave soap. It's just no good as a lather. It dissipates so fast. You blink and it's gone. So let's just rub that in. Yeah, so we're on the way to Friday now, as far as I'm concerned. I haven't got anything planned yet. Don't ever plan until sort of Thursday. Tomorrow I'll start planning for Friday. Deciding what I'm going to do for the weekend anyway. I do my weekly shopping list with a well-known supermarket, and they deliver it on the Saturday. So that's the way I do it. I plan the week ahead. Anyway, the soap today, Stirling Executive Man. Now this is one of the trilogy of must-have Stirling soaps, I think. The first is Barbershop, Executive Man, and Smart Dress Man, I think it's called. It'll come up in the row. I've got no order to these at all. I'm just taking them out one by one in the row. So Executive Sharp Dress Man is the other one, yeah. Sharp dress, not smart dressed. So yeah, the lathered up, plenty of lather in there, really nice looking bowl of lather, and the Captain's Choice bowl has done a great job. So there's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer the bowl to be a bit bigger. Right, this is quite thin, this. I put in about, I think, 12 sprays of water on top of what was in the brush. So this is going to look fairly thin, but I'm just painting it on. Oh, the scent off this is just classic. It really is a classic scent. It's beautiful. I mean, I'll put the scent notes up here, but it does remind me of barbershop in many respects, but just more sophisticated. Very nice. Scent strength on this is a good 5 out of 10. And it's just one of the Stirling soaps I highly recommend people get if they haven't got Stirling. Barbershop, Executive Man and Sharp Dressed Man. Those are the three I highly recommend. And you basically a lot of, I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head which Stirling soaps I've got, but it's I'm just rinsing out the cloth. I just know that those three are very, very popular, probably the biggest selling scents in their range. If I'm wrong, let me know below what the biggest selling soap is. Okay, so start the shave. So Le Kindal, it's CV Heljestrand, Le Kindal Le Duc, no, Kindal Le Duc, not Le Kindal. And I don't know whether you can see that on here. You should be able to see it. It's actually on the blade. So, so some of my Scandinavian friends, does Kindal mean anything? Because there's a crown above it or something, isn't there? But just let me know what that means. I know CV Heljestrand and MK Heljestrand are well-known makers of straight razors and well respected. So, right, here we go. Spine down, blade down, bring it out about twice the width of the spine. Beautiful. Beautiful. Doing a great job. This razor I think is one of the razors I've used quite a bit. It's not singing much, but it is a hollow ground. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's a half wedge. I don't know. It's an interesting one. No idea, but it's not making it. It's not singing to me. So there's not a lot of feedback. I can feel it though, and it's very sharp. So spine down, blade down, two widths of the spine out. Great. I think it needs a bit of a maintenance hone, possibly. It's not as sharp as some of the others, like the Drew Dick, but the Drew Dick I've only used twice. This I've used quite a few more times than that. And the advantage is if I mess it up, I can always send it off to John June to put a new edge on it. But that's great. It's still plenty sharp enough to do the job. It's just I noticed the edge isn't quite as fine as that Drew Dick was. But as I say, it's seen more use than most of my other razors, straight razors that is. So here we go, second, oh I forgot to put some more water on. Let's add a little bit of water. Whoop. Blooping everywhere. Oh, I must have nicked myself there, I didn't even feel that. I knew I got close when I went down there, but I didn't feel it actually cut. And it's not really a cut, I think it's more of a graze. Oh, that's amazing. I'm just going to wash this handle off of excess leather. And let's go for the second pass. Across the grain on this side is straight up. That feels great. Oh yeah, another bit of big news. So you know how I told you that, or did I tell you? I don't know. I can't remember whether I told you. I've no idea, you know. I can't remember what I did the weekend we came back from Cornwall or what I announced. But while I was away in Cornwall on holiday, my oldest daughter got engaged. And so that was a big celebration, and we were all very happy about that and everything. And then last week, I'm sure it was last week, my middle son, I've got 3 sons, 2 daughters. My middle son, Joe, asked his partner to marry him last week while he was away I think he was in Sardinia. So 2 weddings to come. That's going to cost. Right, across the grain this side. And then my mother almost put a foot in it by saying these things usually come in 3s. So, yeah, who knows? So yeah, in the next year or 2, I don't think there's any rush to get married, but you know, in the next year or 2 I expect some more announcements to be made along the lines of, you know, weddings and so on and so forth. So I didn't put any more water on, but I don't think it needs it, if I'm honest. It's plenty slick enough. I wouldn't say it's as slick as I think I've said before. It's not as slick as Wickham's or Signature Soaps or Goodfellas Smile, but it's slick enough. So against the grain pass, on this side is a cross. That feels great. Yeah, this definitely needs to be, this edge needs smartening up, I think. Which I will do. I've got a razor on the way, another JJ Shorty on the way from John June. He sent me a picture through to say it was sent yesterday. I was hoping it would be here in time for today's shave, but alas no. And it's an exact replica of Darren Charlesworth's, or DR Charlesworth. It's an exact replica of his razor, what he chose. So you'll get to see that very soon. And Darren, I hope you enjoy yours as much as I'm sure I'm going to enjoy mine. So let's have a feel around. Yeah, there's a bit more Velcro left than I normally have. It definitely needs a pickup pass, more than usual. I do think this edge needs to be redone, or certainly a maintenance hone using my stones, which I haven't even used yet. So I'm going to give it a go. I'll probably speak to John before I give it a go. But I think I'll just put one piece of electrical tape, maybe two, along the top spine, and then just sit there and hone it. See how long that takes. I'm assuming that, you know, because it'll be the first time I've tried to hone anything, I'll probably wreck it and send it off to John anyway. And I reckon it will probably take me quite a while to do. So that's the task for tomorrow now. I think I'm going to give it a go. But we need a pickup pass. And I think I still think this blade's sharp enough to get me to BBS. It just needs that pickup pass. The trouble with having lather like this is it goes all over the handle, and the handle becomes so slippery and slick that it becomes quite difficult to hold on to the brush. Right then, so pickup pass. Definitely need some alum. I just have a little square block of alum that's split in two, just to my left, your right, that I just rub my fingers over it. I think I went in too sharp, I went in at too big an angle. I think I'll just put myself a very slight line down there. Nothing, not a proper cut. May not even come out. I think I can just about see it there. thing to remember with a straight razor is a very, very light touch. Let the blade and the edge do the work. Bit of alum. That, I think, will be the end of the shave. I'm not going to go over it again anyway. Well, not the end of the shave, the end of the shave. But you know what I mean. I've got to do my post-shave yet. Oh, you couldn't see it there. I knew I'd just caught it. So let's have a feel around. Usual spots there, and that's about it. So that's I'm ready now for doing the post shave, so I'll go clean up and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, that line's still there. Time for the cold rinse. It was actually a cold water shave anyway, so this isn't really going to be that cold. And let's go over it with the alum. Try and stop that one. I mean, it's not only it'll stop on its own anyway, but this will just help it stop bleeding. It's not a bad cut. And the one I did over here, that stopped on its own anyway, and that was only a graze. I didn't actually feel that cut, so I was surprised to see blood there, but I did feel that one. I wasn't concentrating, and that's one thing you cannot miss. I would say the burn on the face at the moment is about a 4 out of 10. So it's burning, not a lot on the cheeks, but down here, yeah, there's a fair bit. Around the areas that I had problems getting BBS, really, the pickup points. But yeah, it's still burning a bit. So what's everybody got planned for the weekend, or not the weekend, the week ahead? I'm talking about the weekend too soon, I think. But yeah, we're on the way to the weekend. But so what's everybody got planned? You know, shave wise, anything else, anything special happening this weekend that I can give a shout out for? Just let me know, you know, if somebody's birthday or anything like that. I'd love to know anything like that, and I can mention it in my next video if I remember. I should remember. I'm getting better at it now. Right, I'm wiping this off. Oh. And that feels great. I'm going to add a little bit more cold water. I don't think it's quite got it all off, so give it a fresh wipe over. Yeah, that feels great. So the witch hazel, or the tonic, whichever way you want, a astringent that I'm going to use, which basically an aftershave is an astringent as well, is Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel, my favourite. And that feels great. I mean, I've got pretty much, apart from there, a BBS shave, but that edge does need looking at, so I will be doing that tomorrow probably. I haven't got time to do it today, what with editing this video and posting it up and things like that. The aftershave again is Stirling Executive Man. That's really nice. Really, really nice. That's great. And then the post-shave balm is Executive Man as well. So all Stirling again. So when I've got the full set, I'll use it. I'm using that much, which is way too much, but I'll probably do my dome with it. And that's got the same scent. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the shave. So yeah, there are plenty of places you can get Executive Man from, or any Stirling soaps. Just search it on Google wherever you are. Certainly in this country, I think Shaving Time do it. I think Agent Shave, I'm not sure. I don't know who does it in the UK. I'm pretty sure Shaving Time does it. And I think Agent Shave does it as well. But just look it up, you'll find it. But yeah, well worth the investment. It's not too expensive. I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it is, I would say, mid-range cost-wise. And when you consider it's been shipped from the States, so they've had to pay import duties and everything else, it's still a very good price. So, yeah, that's it for today. I will see you now on Friday for a head shave. And obviously Saturday for another DE shave from the Magnificent 11. I haven't got a clue which one it is. I know it's number 8, but I'll let you know on the day what I'm doing, or maybe even Friday. So I'll see you then. Bye now.